Hi everyone, welcome. We'll continue with a spoiler for the GL Like a Palette series. I ordered Jane's favorite fried chicken combo to celebrate our second anniversary, but now she's at a place with someone I don't even know. I called her immediately. After a few rings, she answered, but she seemed busy. And before I could ask her anything, she said, "I'm coming, just hold on a sec, okay?" This time, as lovely as her voice is, I'm not going to let this go. We need to have a serious talk. I hung up and started pacing the room, trying to think of what to say. I didn't want to seem too angry, but I also didn't want to let this go without her noticing that I was irritated. She's an innocent girl, and if I don't get straight to the point, she might not even understand what I mean. Just like at the beginning of our romance when I was practically someone trying to win her over, and she still thought I didn't like her. So I needed to be direct. I had to tell her how I felt, explain why, and ask for an explanation. About 20 minutes later, I heard two knocks on the door, followed by Jane's voice. She said she was coming in. I stopped pacing and stood still, ready to face the girl who was about to walk through the door. Jane came in, smiling, holding a bright pink box with a ribbon on it, but I didn't care. I already had exactly what I was going to say planned as soon as the door closed and we were face to face. "Jane? Wasn't joking. What's with that picture you posted? Did you cook with that girl? What do you want? What does that mean? Di, are you mad?" "Yes, I am. You made me feel really insecure, and you've been confusing me lately. What's going on between you and that girl named Kim?" She stayed silent, and that only made it worse. Until now, I'd been keeping all this to myself, and just as I was about to demand an explanation, she came into the room with a sweet smile and placed the pink box in front of me. "Open it yourself and see what's inside. Perhaps things will become clear." I looked at her even more suspiciously, but I opened the box. Inside were several envelopes, each with a letter written on it. As I arranged them, the sentence formed, "Will you marry me? Di and Jane." Kim's house is a bakery, and she makes delicious chocolates. For the past 2 weeks, I've been taking a course there to learn how to make chocolates so I can surprise you on our second anniversary. My anger vanished for a moment as everything clicked and she said that. I looked at the chocolates in the box and murmured, "So, you approached the freshman just to surprise me?" She nodded. "Yes, I learned to make everything myself. At first, it was so bitter you could barely eat it, but with practice, it's acceptable now. Today, I chose the ones that seemed the richest for you." I couldn't speak. I could only stare at the chocolates and then at the pretty girl standing in front of me. "So, you're jealous." I was only a little jealous, I admitted. This time, her expression turned sadder. "I'm sorry. I just wanted to keep it a secret for a while. I wanted you to open the boxes and feel happy. But if it made you uncomfortable, I won't do it again. And she already has a boyfriend," she said. "Jane. Besides, I like being alone." "Oh, wait, you like being alone?" "Yes, I like being alone. Or rather, I love being alone with you. So how could I flirt with anyone else? You have to believe me." I felt my face flush with embarrassment, still clutching the box tightly in one hand. Her eager words wanting me to believe her, combined with her blushing cheeks and that sweet declaration. She only loved me, and it was driving me crazy with tenderness. I gently touched my mom's head, avoiding her direct gaze, and murmured, "For me, what am I going to do with you?" "Why?" "Because you're so sweet," I said. I thought she'd be the only one who remembered our anniversary, but Jane had been so thoughtful that she'd even taken a class to learn how to make chocolates. Today turned out to be sweeter than I ever imagined. I just hoped we'd have fried chicken, and we watched a movie, dozing on the couch. Whose girlfriend is this? She's been beautiful since day one. Right, she's mine, the most beautiful girl in school. Jane knows very well that I always look away when I'm embarrassed. She noticed it right away and must have realized that my mood completely changed the moment she walked in. In other words, I went from anger to utter shame. The girl smiled until her cheeks flushed. Then she looked at the low table in front of the TV where the fried chicken was waiting. Her eyes lit up at the sight of something delicious to eat. It seemed she had been so busy making chocolates that she hadn't eaten any yet. Then she turned to me with a pleading look. We'll eat the fried chicken first and then the chocolates, okay? And without meaning to, I blurted out what I was thinking. If Jane made this, I want to put it in a display case. That's an exaggeration. I made them to eat. Then I'll make more so she can eat them all the time. But these are special. They're for our second anniversary. I'd rather see you eat them. That's more special to me. And that insistent voice, okay, I'll eat them. Finally, on the night of our second anniversary, we took a bath and sat down to eat fried chicken and soda while watching a fantasy movie on a streaming app. Although I wanted to treasure the chocolates he made, Jane played her best card and made me eat them. Handing me the desserts, she chose 5 pieces with the letters die, while I ate other letters. Another 5 pieces that spelled Jane and the letter Y, which was divided between us. She really thought of everything. The movie ended around midnight. We cleaned the couch, washed the dishes, and went to brush our teeth and wash our faces. We stood in front of the mirror. I called her name. Tell me. Sorry for being jealous. The girl spit out the toothpaste and laughed. I was jealous. I thought she was just joking. Seriously, while I was keeping that secret of learning to make chocolate, I was very worried. I'm sorry, Jane apologized. I'm not mad. But I dried my face with a towel and smiled intensely, looking at her through the mirror. The cute girl washed her cheeks and then looked at me, blinking. But what? But before I go to sleep, I want to eat something sweet made by you to make me happier. Can I? Di called out, exclaiming that she was having inappropriate thoughts. She blurted out with a surprised expression as her face turned red. She was so cute that I couldn't stand it. Her reaction when she gets shy always makes me smile. Even though I said it on purpose just to embarrass her and see her adorable reaction, I still love her too much. And what about the dessert I ordered before bed? I was serious, she said. And that's how we end with the book Like a Palette. Tell me if you're watching the series. This series is so tender, so sweet. It's filled us with such beautiful feelings. We'll be continuing with more spoilers for upcoming series on the channel. Take good care and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next videos. Bye-bye.